All right. But so for January, I know many of you do a dumb question because I haven't signed up a new coach in a while, which is my bad. They still get promo codes, right? Did you guys get promo codes for the first month?
Yes, so I got one when I signed up, and then I had to create a bod group to get 3 more.
Okay, that's what I thought. So everybody, we have to create bod groups this year. Like if you want to qualify, and Steph, I can go into more detail about some of this stuff too with you. To qualify for Success Club and get the prizes, you have to have a bod group. Does it mean it has to be actively running? Not necessarily. So I create one, and then Michelle usually becomes a co-admin. So you can be an admin or a co-admin. So Tim and, oh my God, Jeanette, you guys, I lost your name for a second. You guys could have one. Dan can come in and be a co-admin, or if you have one, because they are hard. I don't love bod groups. I just don't think the interaction is as high as on Facebook. But there are clients that will, like free customers, sign up and they feel more compelled to go to that group than to my Facebook invite group. So I'm going to kind of run both. But geez. Shannon, you're on.
Yeah, hang on.
And I might just put, that'll be like a general group that I just have people in, and I'll just have general posts going there. But know that you do need that to get your point, not your points, but to get the prizes. If you want to figure out to qualify for the January or the 2022 trip, you have to have that too. It's a new qualification. I think they see coaches aren't using it as much as they wanted, so they want us to go there. But yes, new coaches, you do get promo codes. It's $10 off, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so it's $10. So Steph, I can talk to you if you have people interested in signing up. It's $10 off a challenge pack, and that can be on top of whatever the $20 discount is for the month, which is a great way to help you feel more confident and be like, oh, I've got an extra $10 just for you to help you. So use those. I hope we older coaches get that too, because we would get them every now and then. We would get them. Maybe for Team Cup, they'll give them to us again in February. But January, let's talk about that. So 9-week control freak, we got a lot of people in that group, and they're already active, which is awesome, because people get excited, then they drop off. Yeah. So as you guys go through, don't hesitate. I think I made everyone an admin. I'll go back and look and make sure that you can add your people and accept them in. But go ahead. Don't feel like you need to coordinate with me, or Shannon's doing some posting too. We do like the generic group post, about the program, like 5 a.m. They'll start at 5 a.m. on Monday. But feel free, if you learn something, or you see something, or there's something in your nutrition that you're doing, drop it in there. We don't have to worry about all of that. Because then if I see you're doing that, Shannon and I might say, all right, well, we're not going to do a generic post later in the day or something. But nutrition, share that, because that's the hard part. And I think people are probably going to be sitting down today or tomorrow and Friday to really map out their nutrition plans. So I'm going to share my generic eating. I eat the same things because they work for me, and my family is very much that way, which is terrible, but that's just the way we eat. And I'm going to look at time nutrition. So I'll talk about that in a post. I'll talk about how I'm doing time nutrition. It just works for me and my schedule. If you have anyone doing 2B Mindset, maybe ask them to share what they're doing, how they're doing it. I just couldn't do that program. I need structure. But for so many people, 2B Mindset works really well. Your workout tips, if you find something with the door track or the control track, share it. Because we're going to start hearing people talk about their space, but I think everybody's got enough space. I was talking to one of our coaches, and she's like, I think if we have to do the jumps, how she adds skiers, and some of the previews we've seen skier side to side with the bands. She's like, I'll just put my bands down and ski. I'm like, yeah, that's what you can do. But some people can't make that mental jump there. So just be there helping them find modifications and different ways to do it. I don't think anyone's had any problems mounting it yet. hopefully. Hopefully.
I'll get mine up.
It's pretty, have you guys tried it at all? Have you done any exercises with it?
I'm like really weird that like I won't start it until we start it. I can't
Okay,
like
no,
wait
that's-
until you do the workout, and that made me anxious. Literally,
Yeah.
first I'm like, I'm gonna die.
I got my track is up. I literally went whoop, whoop. Okay, this will work, and I was done. I don't want to experience it until I'm like in it, kind of a
Yeah.
thing. So
Well, and she
Yeah.
did say in the first workout, she's like, if you've been working out for a while, this probably seemed easy to you. And I understand that, which I think is good because she wants everyone to get used to that equipment.
yeah,
And that first workout moves really quickly too. Like it's figuring out like, okay, how far do I put my dumbbells and my ball away from me to be able to get it to get to the next exercise. But I think everyone's going to be in for a real treat in general. I think it's going to help so many people just get control. And, you know, if you have people, I know Shannon's got her general group running, which we consider general groups, anything other than 9-week control freak. So I have a lot of customers that are, and other coaches, discount coaches that are doing 21-day fix, or a lot of people are doing MBF now. So I have them in another group and I'm just splitting my time between both of them. A lot of them will, I guarantee, come to 9-week control freak in the middle of January. They're going to see like us posting and talking about it and want to come over if they're ready. I think any fitness level can do this one, honestly, but if they're not ready to invest the money yet, they may see it. This always happens. And sometimes, like when we did 80-day obsession, I started in January. I opened a second group in February because so many people watched in January and wanted to do it. Then in February, I just opened a second group. So if we see there's a lot of people wanting to come in, rather than throwing them in the group and they're getting previewed content, you know, that's too far ahead, we can all get together and say, all right, let's open a second one for February and get those people in too. Hopefully everyone gets their stuff. I see everybody's been posting. If they're a week behind, that's fine. But I think the majority of people already have it. Cause I was thinking, all right, if like 75% of them don't have their stuff, we'll push the start date off a week, you know, and start as a group, because there is something to say about doing it all together, which is really exciting. What else? January. Oh, other promotions. So you guys know, if they're not ready for 9-week control freak, $20 off of 30-day breakaway still in January, and $20 off MBF. So you could get them started. I would probably do MBF so they at least get some equipment. But so that makes it $160, or the generic one is the general Beachbody On Demand Shakeology completion pack is $160 all the time. But I like to give them something else, you know, add on something for them. Coaching. So I think we all need to get back to inviting to coaching, right? I know I've been slacking on it, but listen, this is how you build your business. And for newer coaches, just so you know, on Coach Launch, and Shannon asked me to do a training on this, and I talked to a corporate mentor, and she told me a training to watch. So I'm going to watch that first. Then I can tell you guys, because volume is a really confusing thing. But think of it as your residual income. So you're making, you have to be an emerald. So that means you have a coach on each leg, right? So you're an emerald coach. Then you make volume bonuses, or they're called team cycle bonuses. The week of Coach Launch, my team cycle bonus was $650. Like that's the biggest it's ever been, but all of our coaches bought. So like all of my coaches bought, then all of Shannon's coaches bought, and everything rolled up. So then I got a larger team bonus. And I have, as a diamond, you get $18. As an emerald, you get $14, but that's a lot of cycles of people. And that's how you can take a week off of retail and still make income with the team cycle bonus. So I do want to go into a training about that in depth, but I want everybody to get to emerald, right? We did the emerald push. Some people were in, some people were out. We want to do another one in this first quarter, probably in February, maybe start mid-January. Emerald push, then a diamond push. Because when you get to diamond, then it's $18. And that's where your business really starts to grow. And 2-star diamond is kind of like the sweet spot, because then you can open a second, they're called a business center, a second business center. So you open a second you, basically, right? So like I have me, then I open me again and I duplicate, and then I add coaches and customers there, and that all rolls up to the top one. And you can keep, every time you hit 2-star in a business center, you can add it yourself. So some people, like top coaches, have like 7 or 8 of them, right? So that's how they're making all that residual income. But the first one is Emerald. And that's just saying, hey, do this with me and sign up for a discount. You're going to use the products, let's sign you up for a discount. Especially after January, when people are seeing results, they're going to want to keep their products. So keep talking about Shakeology in the group. Talk about Recover, because I have a feeling we're going to be really sore. Like, talk about how it's making you feel. And if customers were on the fence about keeping it, they'll keep it. And we can say, hey, why don't you just sign up for the discount? We'll see how it goes. You know, like, we signed so many coaches up to get the early access. Let's keep them if we can. And that's how you make your money. And it's how we build a business. And I loved how we did the coaching opportunities over the summer. I want to do those again. I'm trying to figure out the timing. I think the first 2 weeks should really be focused on getting new people in and set up for Success Club, right? Because that Success Club is helping 3 people in a challenge pack every month, right? Once you do that, you're paying yourself back for what you spent on your products, and you're starting to make income. And then those people become long-term customers who then can become coaches. So we want to hit Success Club, and we find out what the 2022 Success Club trip will be in January, on January 9th. I think that's whatever that Saturday is a virtual event. Well, Punta Cana was canceled this year. They just canceled Mexico. But those lucky people, which I'm a little bummed about, they will get like a voucher to go to that resort at another time. Punta Cana was straight up, you couldn't get into the country, so shut it down. But for 2022, you get an invitation. And when that process comes, I'll explain it to you. Like, everybody should put their name on the wait list, because you will get an opportunity to sign up. And how fun would it be if actually we can travel somewhere and all be together as a team, enjoying someplace that is not our home. But to get there, it's hitting Success Club every month, at least 3 people every month, generating income, pushing forward. And I really need you to think this week. And Shannon and I were just actually on a goal setting call with the people that create this. They're the Chic Influencer, and vision boards and what's important to you. Like, I really want you to sit. I'm going to do this tomorrow. I'm going to get up early before my kids are up and really reflect. I'm not like I wish I was like a really cool vision board person. Like, I'll just copy and paste pictures and put them on a Word document, and that's my vision board. Some people are really cool and, like, you know, cut them out. But I want you to at least write them down or something. Like, what are you working towards? Like, what do you want this to be? Do you just want to pay the groceries every week? Super. How do we get there? That's helping at least 3 people every month getting there. That gives you extra money to pay your groceries. Do you want to become a diamond? Okay, that's helping 3 people and then helping people become coaches and stay active and build their business. So I want you to really sit down and think, like, what do you want? And it doesn't have to be the car, you know, the trips. You have to think about, what is it for you? Like, we want big goals, but they still have to be attainable. And I really liked something they said today. Clear about, oh shoot, what did she say? Oh, I actually wrote it. Your vision isn't mine or Shannon's, just because she's on the call. It's what your picture of your ideal life would be. Like, does that mean, like, mine is not, I don't want to have to go back to work at my corporate job. It's sucking the life out of me with virtual school and here, and it's not fulfilling any longer. I've been doing it 8 years. I love marketing, but I just don't want to do that anymore. I just want something else. I want to be able to provide for my kids in a way that we went to snow tubing today, because I made that extra money the other week. So I was like, oh, we can just drop $150 and we can go snow tubing and create a memory. 2 years ago, 3 years ago, I couldn't do that. There was no budget, especially at Christmas time. There was no way that could happen. So for me, it's my kids, it's getting to be at their activities and at school when they go to school and those kinds of things. So I need you to think about it and write it down. And then what action steps are you going to take to get there? Like, what pain are you willing to walk through to experience the joy? So the pain for me is inviting to the coaching opportunity. It's a pain. I feel like people are judging me. I don't care. Like, so what? If they do, they can say no. You know, we go through this. And there's a lot of like negative people out there on social right now talking about schemes and MLMs, but those are the people that are just going to bitch, right? Like, I think everybody realized you need a second stream of income somehow this year. Like, no matter how secure you are in a job, you need something, because there's people that are not going to take care of us, right? We have to take care of ourselves. So don't be hesitant to talk about it. You don't have to do it every story. Like my corporate mentor told me, she's like, every day I want you to talk in your story or in a post somehow how coaching has helped you. So it doesn't have to be join my team and make $5,000 in a month or whatever. It's like, coaching has brought me to my team of people who I can go and have a good time with on a Zoom call. Or it's introduced me to some really good friends that were customers, but now they're my friends and we share things about our day in our workouts. You know, it's like reconnecting with old people from high school. So stuff like that, like think about how you could weave it in, but without overly saying it. And you could just say, if you want some more info, check out my bio, whatever. But that is getting you seen, it's getting you heard. And the more you keep saying it, it's going to hit somebody in a way they need to hear it that day. And the same thing with fitness, right? You all do a great job of posting your workouts. Like, it's awesome. How did that workout make you feel? How did that workout push you? Were you struggling? Were you anxious before you did it? Now you feel great. Like, it's what the products and programs can do for people, how it makes them feel, not the weight loss, not the money. It's how does it make them feel? And I think everybody's searching right now to feel good and be connected to other people. And this is a cool platform to do that in. So as you're writing your goal, like, okay, I want to hit Success Club every month. All right, now what do I have to do? I probably have to talk to 30 or 40 people in the month to get to Success Club, right? Because 1 in 10 will probably say yes. So if I want to hit Success Club 6, helping 3 people, I need to talk to at least 30 people. And then, okay, I want to add 5 coaches. All right, I probably need to talk to 25, 30 people about the coaching opportunity and invite them to our sneak peeks if I want to get 1 or 2 out of there. So you got to think about what the action is, and just do it in small increments. Like, I don't want you to say, I'm going to be a 5-star diamond by March. Hell yeah, if you are, but that's really hard, but you can do it. But then you need to say, all right, for heads down, I'm going to work 2 hours a day and I'm going to do this. So you have to look at what your time availability is, what you want to put into it, what you want to get out of it, and then how you're going to get there. What else? Shannon, anything else from the goal setting thing that you liked? I know I'm all over the place, guys. Sorry.
No, I mean, I think you hit everything. They were big on creating a vision board and just basically a bunch of pictures of your goals. So just picturing them in front of you, having it in front of you. I mean, I know I write stuff on the mirror and I'll leave it up there. So
I have mine in my workout space because that's
yeah,
my
and
focus.
that's where I'm gonna put it. Because I mean, I feel like I scratch down so much stuff here and there or put something in my phone. So to organize it all so I can see it. And then they also said, to pick 1 to 3 big goals, because I know I have a lot of things I want to do and I kind of get all over the place, and you're not doing the important, like the things that you can bring money in with, or the things that you tend to avoid.
Yeah.
So, there is such a thing of having too many big goals right in front of you. So try to focus on, certain things. I mean, I know, definitely as you were saying, with like parts of the month, I have different goals at different times of the month, different weeks of the month, you know, hit Success Club, reach out to coaches. So I spend more time doing different things on my list, and I have a list that I do, but I spend more time doing different things on the list according to what I'm working on at that time based on the month, you know, the time of the month. So.
And I think that's important too. Like a Success Club should be your first goal. Like really,
Mhm.
like, and we're not saying you have to hit it every month, but you're on this call for a reason and you want to build a business, right? Everybody wants extra money in some way, right? And to help somebody feel good. So
Mhm.
Success Club has got to happen. I didn't hit it for a long time. For many years, I'd hit it and then I'd lose it. I hit it, I'd lose it. But when you start hitting it regularly, like it becomes a non-negotiable. Like, and just for example, last month, November, what was it, 28th or 29th, I messaged Shannon. I had someone that said, I'm going to buy. I was sitting at 6. I just slacked. Or I was sitting at 4. And she was like, oh, I'm not going to do it now. I had banked on her. So I texted Shannon. I was like, mother, I'm a cusser, Dan, sorry. So I'm not going to hit it. And she's like, yes, you are. Just start messaging the hell out of people. And I think I ended up at like 8 or almost 10.
Yeah.
Because
You did.
I sat and like I was not going to bed that night until I had someone, and literally that night I had someone. And I thought launch would go bigger for me, customer launch, and this month's been bad with my mother-in-law passing, so it's kind of like I've been in and out and doing all these things. But I sat down, I had another one fall through. She got the stupid mirror. She got the
Oh,
mirror
yeah.
for Christmas.
'Cause that's not expensive.
No, she's like, I was gonna buy, my husband surprised me. I'm sorry, which I can't. I'm not gonna get mad at her for it. But I cranked and I grinded, and now I'm at 10. I was at 4 on Monday. So, it's like if you want it, you gotta grind and you gotta have those lists. So, and at any time, like seriously, message anyone, your upline coach, anyone on here, and say, I'm not gonna do it, and we're just gonna yell at you in a nice way to tell you to do the hard. Right? You just got to do the hard, and inviting has to be my number one thing every day. I don't like to invite. And they said this on the goal call too. They're like, you have to do the painful things, and painful things are inviting for me. I don't know why, but it's painful. So I just have to do it first. Like I can't think about it. I just got to do it and just write the messages. And I've been playing with my invites. And something else, if you're not getting any responses off your invites, then you need to check the way you're asking, right? Like, what does your messaging say? Like, test it, play with it, move it around. Are you doing the hey girls? I know the guys aren't, but like, are you doing the hey girl
Hopefully
messages? And how are you, like, always constantly be playing with it? I've changed how I do my new customer invites. I've changed how I do my subscription renewals, and I'm just playing with it and see what works. That's the joy of marketing. You just test and test and test. What else? I think that's really the big thing. So plan, like everybody sit down this weekend by Friday, or by the end of the weekend, like really map out what you want for yourself, business, and put personal goals. Like I'm going to complete 9-week Control Freak. I'm going to complete whatever. I'm going to get my health in check. Maybe there's some area you're struggling with there. I want to read. Like, guys, you got to read the books too. Like personal development's the one that gets left to the wayside, and it's the one that makes a difference. I just reread the 10X rule. Is that what it is? By Grant Cardone. Yeah, the 10X rule. He's hardcore. But that's a good one. And I'm going to read Eat Smarter now, because so many people, and I'll be sharing that in our 9-week Control Freak group. That's what most people struggle with, is the nutrition and the hormones and the metabolism and those things. But you got to be just 15 minutes a day. Like, pick a business book. Brian Tracy. There's a great one, Eat That Frog, which talks about doing the things in your business you hate to do them first. It's on eating the frog. There's so many good ones. I have a full list if you need some ideas. But I listen while I'm warming up. like just, or in the car, I just listen to it. And my kids listen to it, shockingly enough, and they'll say things to me every now and then. But just that's going to help you to become more confident in your inviting and your business goals. So write down what your goals are, business and personal, what action items you need to take to get there. So if the first one's Emerald by March, if you're not Emerald yet, put it there and say, all right, I'm gonna invite 25 people to the coaching opportunity. I'll get to Emerald. If you want to be Diamond, like if we can go to Summit, you hit Diamond, I think by June, you get your name up on a sign, like a banner. And if not, if it's virtual, I hope it's not, but it probably will be. It'll be on a screen that's flickering. Like you get acknowledged for these things. And if we can go in person, you get a medal and you get to wear it and it just says Diamond, and they really go out of their way to acknowledge you and for recognition. So work for it and enjoy it. And then think about, okay, December is locked in. January, we're probably going to get a few more people, but we got to start working on January now. Like, I'm really not inviting anyone tomorrow because I want them to sign up on January 1st.
Yeah.
Right? So you got to play this time. I know Shannon does it too. Like, we get to the end of the month and we're like, we're going to talk about it, but we're not going to really push them because we need to get to the next month. So have your pipeline. Your pipeline's always full. I think that's it. And moving forward, my goal is to have structured bi-weekly team calls for you with learning things. Like next one will be volume. 100% will be volume, because then we can roll into an Emerald push and a Diamond push. So I have homework to watch that training and to teach you guys better, and then to give you the link to that training too. That, and learn the compensation plan, guys. There's so many, like my coach mentor told me that I need to start building. I'm going to look into it. If you have your spouse, right? Like John unfortunately ended up on Shannon's leg. So that's my strong leg. So I need to start putting people on John's weak leg to build there. So there's this whole like compensation plan. I'm going to make him read it. He's more of a financial guy. I never had him read it, but I want him to read it. So take time to read it, see how you maximize your income. You don't want to work smarter, not harder. So the plan works really well. We have one of the best compensation plans out there. You just got to learn how to work it. So I didn't even know to put those people. I just been putting them on outside legs, if that makes sense. But she wants me to move the next one up inside John's weak leg. So I start building him for volume 2. So I'll do all that and I'll train you guys on it. And then let me know what topics. And then I may ask you guys to do, like we had Tim do some and Shannon does some. Like hearing from different people makes such a difference sometimes, a different perspective. Do you guys have any questions? Like, is there something you're struggling with? What can we do for you? Do you want to talk about what your goal is? Anybody? Well, I can tell you mine. I increased my income by 35% this year with one paycheck left. So that was exciting. I was kind of stuck at the same income year over year. So that was exciting because I focused on building a team, right? I was getting that residual income. So now I want to grow it by another 20 or 30% next year, right? That's getting me closer to that goal of being able to leave corporate America and doing what I need to do. But that's going to take a lot of pain on my end of inviting into the coaching opportunity, but that's okay. That's what I want. So I got to map all that out. I got it. And I just got to map it out. And I got to mark 1 star off my list this year. Yay. Thank you, Shannon. Thank you guys for helping Shannon get there, because that has been on I write that goal out every single morning and I got to scratch it off. Now we go 2 star by March. That's the next goal, is to be there by March. And I get to go to the leadership conference, which is virtual, but I get to go to leadership this year. So that's exciting. Next, someone say so. Shannon, what is yours? I'm going to call you out.
Well, I've got huge goals. I mean, I don't know. I'll do as much as I can all the time. And I'm trying to get some people, motivate some more people under me to move. And I'm constantly talking to people about the coaching opportunity. I'm talking to a couple people right now that I'm hoping I can grab up one of them because they would be phenomenal. They already inspire and motivate people. So I'm trying to look out for those people. But I mean, I want to get to 5-star.
Yep.
So I want to get to, if I could get to 5-star by the end of the year, that'd be amazing. I'm going to dream big. So
Do it.
1-star by March would be great.
Oh,
um,
absolutely. You can easily do that.
You know, so
We lost Daniel.
Yeah.
He has to put his kids to bed. He's an hour.
Oh,
and a
okay.
half, so he's gonna put his kids to bed.
you know,
How about
I
you
have the
two?
same,
Oh,
I have
go
the
ahead.
same vision as you. Is I want freedom to be here with my kids, work around the schedule of what they're doing, and let them live their lives, and me be present whenever I want to be present, rather than going to teach. I love teaching PE, don't get me wrong, but there's a lot of things that I don't enjoy about it based on some of the things that they've changed. And I don't enjoy teaching virtual PE, that's for sure.
That's-
I don't, I can't even handle that, you know?
yeah.
So don't even get me started on that branch. But I just want to be able to do that. I mean, I provide the insurance right now. That's what my job does. And I want to feel comfortable enough to not worry about that.
Yeah.
You know? So,
100%.
you know, Lee's job is just different in nothing's guaranteed with it. Like he does well, but it's not guaranteed, whereas teaching is guaranteed. So it's kind of scary unless you're in a certain position. So I want to get there.
Yep. And 5-star is for me too, is where I would be comfortable leaving my job financially.
I think I would leave before then, to be honest with you.
Mhm.
But I want to get there. But I think I'd be comfortable at 3.
Yeah.
So
Good.
yeah.
How about you guys, Tim and Jeanette?
I'll be honest, I'm not a goal setter. While I appreciate
Until
the effort,
today.
I am not a vision board kind of person. I am not a long-term goal kind of person, and I never have been.
What could we set for Q1? So by March,
What the hell's Q1?
Q1.
first quarter.
I legit don't know. I mean, I kind of feel like I take like my coaching kind of on like a day by day. Like I have highs and lows, and like I have setbacks, and then I'm kind of like I'm over this, and I just want to focus on like the intimate, private, small team that I have because
Absolutely.
I know what program everybody is doing that I'm coaching, and I'm part of that. And to me, while it's awesome to build up a team, like no offense to obviously you and Shannon, like I don't want that. I don't want a big team. I want to know more intimately what my people are doing, and not saying y'all don't, but I don't know. I don't have like huge goals. Like I hit Success Club again this month, but it was mostly my current customers
Yep.
getting challenge packs for 9 week. And it was kind of like, you know, it wasn't much fighting that I had to do, but I don't know. Like I know that's a terrible answer, but like I don't have long-term goals of like I want to build myself up. Like I just want to maintain Emerald, have my little team, and call it a day. Like then there you go. That's my goal. Maintain my little team with Emerald status, and that'll be good.
So what are you going to do if you accidentally get to diamond?
I mean, I think that's pretty dramatic, but oops.
It could happen. Like, and I mean, by diving, like by giving your all to some, they grow, right? And just I'm not saying it's bad. How am I going to say this? It's not going to sound, don't set limits for your customers and your coaches based on your goals. Does that make sense? Like still let them know like the world is there, because they could come up flying and maybe they want it, right? Like, I don't want it to sound bitchy or rude, but
Makes sense.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. You know what I mean? And I think, and Tim, I know you can see what you're capable of. I want you to believe in you, that you're really capable of a lot. Like
Thank
you truly are. And I'm going to find the book for you to read. I just got to figure out which one. And I think we just need to tap in you, and you're just more confidence and self-esteem. And I think like it's there. And you can tap into it when you want, but I don't ever want you to be in life and hold yourself back because you're not confident or have the self-esteem to do it, because great things are sitting there waiting for you. They really
Thank
are.
you. Yeah, that means a lot. Thank you.
You're welcome. And Jeanette, you're gonna
I-
drag him along.
Yeah. I feel like at this point he's dragging me along.
No.
Honestly, I feel like at this point right now, I just want to hopefully focus on just getting back into consistently posting on social media, consistently just being here, I guess, if you will. It just sucks that I feel like literally work is still just draining the life out of me. And it's just, I feel like I get up, I work out, I physically work at my job. I have 2 to 3 hours with my kids and Tim, and then I'm right back on work at nighttime. So it's just like, there is very minimal time, I feel like, sometimes to sit here and think about, oh, let me post this, let me post that, let me do this. And especially because I feel like I put so much thought into posts as well, that it's, for me, it's not just a quick post. You know what I mean? And I want to get back into just being out there, I guess, if you will. Do you know what I mean? And I'm hoping that maybe with the new year, things might start to slow down with work a little bit. I can't hold my breath, but I mean,
Could you have and I think a lot of people, working people at home, feel this way right now. You don't get off, right? When you're in the office, when you leave, you leave. Like, could you talk to your boss about setting those limits and saying, I mentally cannot do this. I'm at 5 or 6 o'clock, whenever I'm done, I need to be done. Like, I can't.
I mean, the only problem with that right now is that this is our busiest time of the year, and the team was also incredibly behind on a lot of their work. So we have had mandatory overtime since September. I think since September. So,
Gotcha.
and it's just been one of the situations where it's like, there's no like, until everything's caught up and until we're in a good spot, then you can go back to working 40 hours a week, basically.
Gotcha.
So, and she knows that a lot of us are very mentally, physically, and emotionally like drained. I mean, I think granted, I'll have 2 days of holiday, but I hope in my paycheck that I'll be having, I'll have 123 hours worth of hours.
Holy shit.
Yeah. Like it's literally insane.
That'll kill you in the long term.
Yeah. So, and I mean, like I haven't worked out the last 2 weeks either. And it's funny because I just told Tim earlier, I said, as much as it's kind of been nice having like a little bit of a break, because I actually just hit my year anniversary 2 days ago. I have literally not missed a single day worth of workout in the last year. And this is my first literally 2 weeks of absolutely no working out. I've worked out every other single day.
That's awesome.
And I was like, as much as like, it's kind of been nice not having to worry about, you know, trying to squeeze in my workout here and there and whatever. I said, but I also really do miss it. And I'm really excited to get back into the, you know, the routine of nutrition and working out and all that kind of stuff too. So I think that might be a good platform, and 9 week will be a good platform for me to try to get the ball up and rolling again with posting and stuff like that too. So.
And I think something that would work for you is, I do think you should do a post. I think we should all do a post about how this year has helped us. And there's so many, I'm so sick of it, but it's just my mentality. Like, have you seen the post? It's like, everyone's going to be posting about all the things they achieved this year. Like, you just survived. Like, great. That's great for you. But I kicked ass, right? Like, you can't let that shit get to you. I think you posting a really thought out, well-written post of like, I worked out every day for a year through a pandemic and working over 100 hours in a pay period. I am damn proud of myself. And explaining, like, as we go into this new year, I'm ready to get back onto a new program. I'm gonna, whatever you're gonna do, like whatever, time blocking or whatever it is, because there's women and mothers in that same position as you, and they just need to hear it. Like, wow, like I could work with, you could say, I'll be talking about time efficiency or how I plan my day. Like that, people have no idea how to plan days. You know, they don't know how to goal set. They don't know how to do these things because we weren't taught that, you know, as children or young adults. Like, so I think, and batching your content, like sitting down on a Friday or Saturday, whatever, and just saying, all right, I'm going to post at least Monday, Wednesday, Friday. And here's what I'm going to talk about. So when those days come and you're really overwhelmed, you can be like, oh, I already have this. Or do that. What I'm doing on my Instagram is finding people that share great content, reposting it, because at least people are seeing your page. Right? Like just think about other ways to do it. Like on days I don't feel like posting, I just find great content and reshare just so people see it. But you're doing great. Like 1 year of working out is a big deal. You should be extremely proud of yourself. You had incredible weight loss. You've gone through some hell with work.
Yeah.
And sharing that with people, because a lot of people are like you, they can't leave that computer. I just have to. Like I've been working on my week off and it's annoying me. Like I go in and I check email and I'm like, get away. Like just get away. That deadline can wait. They didn't have it to you in time, so don't move your deadline up. You know what I mean? Like things like that. So post away, my friend. You're doing great. You guys are doing great. Think about how far you come. Like seriously. Seriously. Steph, are you there?
I am.
Do you want to share something? I know yours is you're focusing on your health to start.
Yeah. I need to get comfortable with posting.
Yeah.
I'm a very quiet to myself person, and I need to get comfortable because like I was like, okay, I'm going to start posting what I eat. And then I was like, well, I'm not going to do that because, you know, what if somebody's like, oh, y'all, you know, judging you about what you eat? It's like, I don't know. I just need to get comfortable with posting. I put on there, you know, I'm doing this because of my health. The doctor's like, you know, if you don't do this, if you don't do something now, it's it. This is your last chance. So,
and Steph, like as vulnerable as that is, there's a number of people in your same situation. So you sharing could change someone's life. It truly could be the difference between life and death. And I know it's terrifying to think about it. You don't have to be you can just be like, my doctors told me I have to make a change. Here's how I'm going to go about it. And you can post a meal or two, or you can say, I worked out for 10 minutes today and that's all I could do, but I feel better. And just the more you post, the more comfortable you get. And trust me, like there's stuff I post that people hate. They don't have to follow me. Like, you know what I mean? Like just be you, do you, and you're doing it for your own accountability. And that's what matters. Like this is your life. And first of all, we're going to take your life back. And then if you can give life to someone else, like that's pretty incredible. So just do it. Just post say one time a day, I'm going to post something. And it doesn't have to be any kind of sales thing. Like I just felt better today. I had more energy when I got up today. Or, oh, I made this really good recipe. Here's what it is. Like just general stuff like that is just a great way to start.
And a recipe is a good thing to do too, because like I know me, for example, actually today, so I was digging back into like the 21 Day Fix like container system and stuff like that, because I was like, I really want to lock in my nutrition like hardcore during 9 weeks.
Same.
Yeah. And it's funny because I was actually perusing through like Facebook and Instagram, looking back on some of the certain people that I follow, especially that do like 21 Day Fix, and I'm literally searching for recipes and ideas of like things that I can fix. So, you know, like Steph, if you post a recipe, it might trigger something with somebody, be like, oh, that does sound really good, and then it kind of like leads to conversations and stuff like that too. So you'd really be surprised at some of the things that you do. You think that it's kind of like weird to post, but it actually can lead to like bigger and better conversations along the way as well.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah, because when I started, what's it been, middle of November, I think?
Yeah.
I've had one person interested in talking to me about it. And, you know, I was like, at first, I don't want to push anybody into it, but if they see that I'm having success from this,
Mhm.
you know, they're so welcome to join me in this. And
100%.
just trying to figure out how to get comfortable and just start posting away. I'm just
Just
not
start
there
posting
yet.
away, my friend.
Yeah.
There was no wrong way to do it. Just
Right.
post.
And I feel like kind of
Yeah.
once you get over those first few posts, they almost start to come a little bit more like
Mhm.
naturally, and then you just kind of get in your flow, and then you're at that point, and then you reach a point where you're just like, I just don't even care anymore. I'm just posting
Yeah.
just to post it. Like I remember when
Yeah.
I posted, I remember when I firstly like opened up to Facebook world and was like, here's me, this is my body, this is like what I look like, kind of a thing. It was a very, very vulnerable post for me to be putting myself out there. But it was one of the
Uh-huh.
situations where I was like, if people aren't seeing my journey, then they can't really follow me. They can't trust the process and like stuff like that. So it was very much of like you kind of have to put yourself out there in some form or fashion. And then once you do it, then it just kind of was like, okay, that wasn't bad, because of course, and everyone's like loving on you and like, oh my gosh, it's amazing, it's great, and it really gives you like an ego boost. So then of course naturally then every post comes a little bit easier and a little bit easier too.
Yeah.
Yeah,
100%.
start with something that feels really safe, you know? And I mean, honestly, I never posted anything before I started except for pictures of my kids. And
Yeah.
that was really, I didn't post on Facebook. I wasn't even on Facebook that much. And believe it or not, you probably won't even believe me when I say this. Well, you guys won't. I don't know how well Steph knows me, but I'm actually more of a shy person. Like, I know it doesn't seem like that at times with what I have on social media, but it's just because I don't care anymore. I just don't care. Like, I'm not worried about what people think, but I was like that at the beginning. And so if you start with a couple things safe, like posting a recipe that you love, you made this chicken soup, whatever you made, and you made it, and it's what's great about it and what it has in it. And I mean, share that with people, and then you can kind of go from there. But usually recipes get a lot of feedback.
Yeah.
So,
And if you
but
make a healthy swap, say what it is. Like you could say,
Yeah.
instead of using regular flour, I'm using Bob's Red Mill, whatever.
yeah,
Like, because then that gives people like, oh, I can make that healthier or cleaner or whatever it may be. That's, you got to call that out because some people may not realize it. Like all the fixate recipes, just freaking copy them down and send them out as your own. Who cares? Like,
Mhm.
you know, like
Yeah.
they're there.
yeah.
Okay.
But you get more comfortable posting just by posting. There's really no other way you're gonna get more comfortable with it. I mean, I was scared to death to throw out my pictures my first year after losing a lot of weight from my third baby. And I didn't want to post even the before and after, even when I had the after. And I trimmed down a lot, and I just did it. And now I'll never go back. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like like people were just so supportive and great. So,
Mhm.
you know,
One day at a
Well, do
time.
you all post? Do you have a separate Facebook page for this, or do you usually just post on your page?
I had a separate Facebook page, but I kind of let it drop. I post on my personal Facebook
Yeah.
page and then Instagram. I use
Mhm.
Instagram. It doesn't matter, whatever you're more comfortable with. I think starting out just posting on your regular feed to get people interested, and then you could say, you know what, I share more on this page, and then you could ask them to like it because I know you set up the page, but that way you're getting people at
Yeah.
least to go over there to see the content. Yeah, just start small. Just say, here's some recipes I made, you know, or I did bar today, or whatever workout you're doing, or I went to the doctor today and they said I made an improvement. Here's a level. Because a lot of people are really focused. I mean, it has been good. Like immunity, we have to work on our immunity. We have to work on our gut health
Mhm.
because that leads to immunity. So I think people are starting to say, okay, I need to stop thinking about the quick fixes and like, how do I really fix this inside out? So if you say, oh, my doctor, told my doctor what I'm doing, and they said it's working, here's what I've been doing so far. Like that's a big benefit to someone to say, oh, I have something similar, maybe I could try that. And maybe it opens a conversation with you to say, what are you doing exactly?
Yeah.
And it's just giving them a little taste. So then they like comment or message you to say, well, what is it? What is it that you do? Like, you don't have to say, oh, I started drinking. You could say I started drinking a shake every day and it's helped bring whatever down. But you don't have to say it's Shakeology. And then they'll say, well, what is it that you're drinking? Or what is it that you're eating? So think of it like that. Just do it. It's a perfect time. January is a perfect time. Really, it really is. And you're going to see, I'm starting to see people come up and be like, I need accountability. So I'm going to be posting here every day. And that's cool. Like I always go love on them. If they're a coach, if they're a customer, if they're doing somebody else's programs, I'm still giving them mad love because this shit's hard. It's the hardest thing that someone's
Yeah.
going to do in their life. It really is. You got it.
Well,
One day at a time.
I appreciate everybody's feedback because I should have stuck with it when I did this before, and I could kick myself in the butt for it. But I mean, since November, I weighed today and I've lost 10.8 pounds.
That's awesome.
So
Dang.
Nice job.
I go next week. So hopefully the doctor's like, okay, you're doing what you need to do.
That's awesome.
Cool.
So
And
Keep it up.
Steph, I want to tell you something as a side. I'm incredibly proud of you because I have a neighbor that will never try to change her health. And my other neighbor, she's loud. I just don't like her. But another neighbor just told us that she just doesn't want to try anymore. So she's getting the sleeve surgery just because she doesn't want to try anymore. And that's like, and then I immediately thought of you and what you're going through. And I was like, you know what? She's trying really freaking hard and she's working really hard and she knows she has to do it. So on the days that you feel stuck or bad or mad or upset or had setbacks, like just think like you're trying. There's people out there that aren't even trying and they want to take an easy way out. So just remember that
yeah,
always.
well, thank
It's
you.
hard. You're doing great.
It is very hard and it's very overwhelming at times, but I just have to remember I didn't put this on overnight, so it's not going to come
That's
off
right.
overnight.
Mm-hmm.
And that's like sometimes the biggest mental
Like barrier to get over.
barrier. Yeah, because I know I was very hard on myself too, especially like after having Hunter, second kid, and then I had gained so much weight. And then of course naturally I started like working out and eating better. And I was like, I just don't feel like I'm losing the weight like I should be, And I had to same thing. I had to keep telling myself, I put this weight on in a year and whatever. Like it's obviously like progressed kind of a thing. It's not going to come off overnight.
Yep. That's what people want is the quick fix.
Yeah.
Does not work. Does not work. That's why I think doing like the year recap, like I'm going to do, I've been bad at taking pictures because I am a slob, but I know I should be taking my pictures. And I like the idea of doing the video because I know Shannon's going to do it. I'm going to do one for like the start of 9 Week Control Freak, but
Yeah.
so many people are so weary of pictures now. Like I'm going to do like front video, like side video. I'm like, you can't really Photoshop those as people think you're Photoshopping. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And just go. Like people need help. They need help.
I just did a reel of this year.
Oh, you did? I have to watch.
Yeah. Yeah. And yeah, I'm definitely gonna do January where I, you walk and you stand for a sec, turn sideways, stand, and then walk back. So
Yeah.
I'm gonna do, and then I'll be like the first half of it, I guess, right? Because
Yeah.
you do the second half, and then I just have to make sure I don't lose it after the whole year. Put it in.
I
a
should have
folder.
taken my after 30-day breakaway because my butt was like high and I like leaned out.
Yeah.
And then I started
At
eating.
running.
Yeah.
Yeah, so what I did with this reel is I did because I didn't have a video of like me walking, so I put a bunch of photos together in a folder from like January and then April and then July and then October and then December, and I screen recorded and flipped through
Oh.
them, and then I made a reel.
Smart.
Yeah, I thought of that
Who
myself. I
knew
was proud.
Shannon was this tech savvy?
I know. Look
Wow.
at you go, bro. Look at Instagram pro.
Especially considering like half the stuff she's talking about right now. I'm like, huh? Like,
I
give
know. I've
you-
come a long
Same.
way, people. I've come a long way. I just started Instagram like this like last year. I didn't do anything with it until the summer, really. So
Now
I'm
she
still
cranked out
learning.
a reel a day.
I
Yeah,
know.
seriously. She's
A
got-
reel a day keeps the doctor away. I don't know. I got a new thing. No, some of them are the kids. Like I have so much stuff in my phone from like Sawyer dancing, and I'm like, it's so easy to make a quick reel out of it, you know?
Yeah.
So
And the last thing on reels, it's like you've got it like to get, but I have to remember this. And someone said this on Instagram, like, so maybe you get 300 views. Like, think of that. If you owned a shop and 300 people came into your shop, like, that's a lot of people.
Yeah.
Because I have one that I was using the, that's like
yeah.
2,000 views. And but because it's the music, so Instagram pushes it up because that's like the hot song.
So do you
So I'm
think
like,
that's why?
Oh yeah.
Lee and I are trying to figure it out because like
Yeah.
I thought my container one where I threw the
was
containers
good.
up, I thought that was freaking awesome. I'm not gonna lie. Okay. And then I do this stupid one where I almost didn't even do it because I'm like, you know, Lee's been gone. And I just like, I'm like, oh, he's home. I'm gonna like dance for a second and run out the door. And I did Rescue Me, like to
Yep.
that. And I you could just see like I posted it and no joke, I went in the kitchen and came back and it had 1,000 views.
Mhm.
And
It's
I'm like,
all-
what?
No offense. Yeah,
So
Yeah,
that
it's
one was so
it's
stupid.
yeah,
what?
it's Instagram finds what music a lot like music or audio people are using, and if you're using
Yeah.
it, it's going to shoot it up into that
Okay.
Explore.
right. And it posts.
So we should try to
into that.
use one that a lot of people are using.
Yeah, which doesn't seem
Yeah, because I
Right?
was trying to find it. I actually
Yeah.
that one I just thought that song myself. I was like, I need to be rescued because
Mhm.
I feel like I'm dying, you know, here with these kids. So I just thought of that song. So I had no, and then we were trying to figure out which one. There was another one that there was another one that got a lot of views right away, and I can't think of which one it was.
We've got
Like it was just
programs
so
with-
quick, like like 2,000 views within 10 minutes.
Yeah.
You know?
it just
So
hit
I don't-
the Explore page at the right time too.
Yeah, that's what I was the one that I posted the Rescue Me one was like Saturday night at 8 o'clock. And I'm thinking maybe that was good timing, but I've done another one then. I try and then it was, you know, it got decent, but nothing like that quick.
Well, and a lot of people are asking, you know how we have insights on all of our posts, like you'd see like the time that your viewers are watching it. Like they're like, can we get some insights on reels so we know
Yeah.
what time, what song? So yeah, but they're fun. People like to watch
No,
them.
they're so fun. Like we
Yeah.
had so much fun with the Christmas one.
Yeah.
I just thought of that song by Straight No Chaser, and I was like, Carter is like my super outgoing kid that will do anything. And I have a reel of him doing the container thing because
Oh, that'd be cute.
yeah, because he wanted to do it. Like he think it's fun. So you know, I was like, oh, it's perfect. He can go up front and be like interrupt the song, you know. And then Lee wanted to do a Merry Christmas one, and that ended up looking like a card kind of. I don't know. We were just having fun.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Tim, you can bust some out with some good songs, I feel like.
Yeah.
Well, with my Sean T Bootylicious dance
Yes.
program, you better watch out because
Okay. Is that program really called Bootylicious?
no, it's called Get Up.
Because every time Tim talks about it, he says booty, and I'm like, is it really
I mean,
called that?
I just pictured. I'm like me and Sam. We're gonna be Beyonce and what's the other girl?
Jay-Z?
No,
J Lo?
no, like from Destiny's Child.
Oh.
Oh, Kelly Rowland?
Yeah, because nobody cares about Michelle and Beyonce and Destiny's Child. So we're the successful ones that are gonna do this program.
You're gonna have so much fun with him though.
Okay.
He has COVID right now, actually.
You what?
He what?
He had tested positive.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Mm.
Sucks. I feel bad. but he's
Yeah.
healthy. So symptoms
Yeah.
are mild. It's
Yeah.
crazy. Yeah, you're gonna have fun. Yeah, you just have fun with it. I just love
I'll try to
like,
make the
but I
most
mean,
of it.
they take me forever to do, but once you do them, like one day I was like half an hour, 45 minutes. I was like, what are you doing? I was like, it's just all this editing back and forth.
Yeah. Yeah. Some of them definitely take a while. Like the Christmas cookie one took
Yeah.
a while. That took, because I videoed the whole thing of it. And by the way, she didn't really make the cookies, but so I videoed the whole thing of it. So I had to like go through and
Edit.
just, yeah. So that one took a while, but it was fun. So,
Keep using them. Keep using them. They work. I mean, they at least get pages. What I'm gonna do this weekend is work on my bio again, play with my bio, change things up
Yeah.
again. Add more of my link tree links in. So when because when profile visits come, we need to capture them to get them to like and stay. So I'm gonna mess with that some.
Yeah, so I just like changed some of the words in mine recently, but I cannot, and I'm gonna try it again because I deleted my link, because that's what I read to do, but I cannot get my link to click. It hasn't clicked for a while, and
Your
I tried
link
to put
tree?
I tried to put a different, like if you go to it, it works. It's just it won't click on my Instagram.
Oh, in your
So
bio.
I've Googled it. And like sometimes they block stuff because of like, they think it's spam or whatever. And I don't know why they would like at all. It makes no sense. But I read somewhere recently to like, they said like, turn off your Wi-Fi, turn it on, like all that stuff. And I did all that, but
And
I
you have the
deleted
full
it.
like HTTPS link in there, so it's
I
clickable.
put that in there. I've taken off. Yeah, but you shouldn't even need to do that. You should just be able to put link tree, whatever.
Okay.
But I've done that. So I'm trying to delete it just for like a week and put it back. So
I need
to
update
see if
mine.
it, because I only deleted it like half a day. And I mean, maybe that it just needed to be deleted for a while. I have no idea, but I've let them know, like when you say report a problem, but nobody ever answers you.
Oh no.
So I don't know if they just go fix the problem or if they ever do anything about it. But right
If
now I
it's
can't
like
even.
Epic Games, they're never gonna answer you.
Yeah. Well, I don't know if I'll ever be able to click a link in there ever.
Oh, you do a good job of using your polls though. That's fine.
Yeah, but at some point, like I'm thinking down the road here, like I
Yeah.
want to have a link there, and I don't know how to fix it. And there's no way I'm restarting an Instagram.
No.
Like
No.
there's no way. Like I definitely have, a
Just
lot of
leave it
stuff.
off for a bit, probably.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I hope.
And you have a creator account?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I don't know when it started. I just noticed it. I know it's been a while now because I've just had a link in there that you can't click. And I just took it out because it doesn't work. And it's not, I actually put in another link at one point just to see if it was the link tree.
Yeah.
And the other link didn't click either. Like I just put in like Amazon.com, I just
Yeah.
put in a link. So I don't know. I hope that basically if I try in a couple days and I can't, if it doesn't work, then I'm going to delete it for like a month and just go from there. Cause I feel like it's a timing thing, just like that following thing I had to deal with.
Oh yeah.
When I was deleting followers, I deleted too many followers in
Yeah.
one 24-hour period. So it could be related to that timing.
Mhm.
It could have happened then and I never noticed it and I didn't delete it like off of there. So I don't know. But I just don't know how to get it fixed because I don't know who to talk to about it,
Yeah. Give it some time and maybe are you did you join Insta Club Hub?
Yeah.
Maybe shoot them a message. They may be able to help you.
Yeah, that's a good idea. I didn't think of that. Yeah, I've joined that and the first, like I was watching like just a couple little videos every night and I haven't watched it in forever. Like I just haven't. So,
They're good
because
though.
everything they say is great. It's helpful. So,
All right. Well, we'll wrap.
Yeah.
Happy New Year, y'all.
Yeah.
Hopefully it's better.
I know.
But look, we did some crazy things this year. Like built businesses to whatever capacity we wanted to. We got control of our health, started taking control of our health, kept moving despite all obstacles. And that's really freaking cool. Like, you should be extremely proud of yourself. I know I am. I'm proud of myself for not giving up ever and surviving and thriving, right? It's okay to thrive when others are just surviving. You got to remember that, like, just because they're in a different place, you can still thrive. So we'll make it better. List out something you want to work towards, write out those goals. I'm going to send Tim a book. And the next meeting will be on volume, and I'll kind of map out what I'm going to do for the month in terms of like the coach invite stuff. I think maybe the third week of the month, we move that from the second to the third so we can focus more on the other, and we'll go from there. Good deal?
Sounds good.
Thank you guys. Thanks for coming. Oh, wait, we got a boomerang.
Oh yeah.
Hold on.
Let me put my light in here.
Oh,
There we
Shannon
go.
had her ring light on.
Yeah.
Wait, it is a reading light.
It's the cheap version.
Actually, my ring light broke, but
I gotta get a new one. I think I got it. Ready? Everybody wave. Steph, do you want to put your camera on or you want to keep it off?
Yeah, hold on. Let me grab my. I had
I'm still
to
waiting.
do
Don't
5,000 things. Hold on
Jen's still
one
waving.
second. Okay.
So we just wave. Just start waving and then I'll do it. Ready? Go. All right, got it. All right, guys. Have a great night.
Guys.
You
Bye.
too.
See you guys.
Bye,
Have
everybody.
a good new year.
You too.
You too.